Rush 2020. It is day one, Monday the 20th of July, and I'm going to see what this week brings as far as vlogging. I haven't vlogged in a while. We're going to see how this goes. Love the Reading Rush. This is I think it's my third time doing it. Yeah, because I've been on BookTube 2 years, and this is like time 3, so it's going into my second year. And I love this. It was formerly the BookTubeathon, if you've never heard of it before. Yeah, it's a week-long readathon where it's all about reading and having some bookish fun times, and I'm absolutely here for it. I'm not going to lie, I haven't got a lot planned this week. This is what my hair looks like without it being straightened, so forgive the mane. I'm also still on lockdown hair till my hairdresser comes back off maternity leave. This week it doesn't hold much apart from reading. I'm due to go out later in the week, so I might take you with me on my jaunts on public transport during a pandemic, yo! But we'll see how that goes. It is Monday the 20th of July. It is 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon because I slept in today. Woohoo! I'm actually only just about to have my lunch. That's awful, isn't it? But I have started listening to my first book. I've started listening to the audiobook of Finale by Stephanie Garber. I recently reread Caraval, which is my favourite book of 2018, but I've never read the sequels. So I finished Legendary yesterday. Loved it, and I've now started Finale this morning. I think if I go on with that, that will be for the book that you read that's the colour of your birthstone. So my birthstone is Amethyst, which is kind of a purpley violet colour, and the edition of Finale that I've got is purple and yellow. The other book I had for that challenge was You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I'm hoping I'm going to still get that in there somewhere because I really want to read it. But yes, so I slept in, not a lot's happening today. I'm going to eat some lunch, I'm going to do some reading, and I'll check back in with you later when I have another reading update. Bye for now. A fascinating fact for you, something you actually might not know about me, my friends probably know this, is that actually am I a closet fan now? I think I'm kind of a closet WWE wrestling fan. I followed this for years. I went through kind of a massive kind of obsessive phase when I was younger, but I still kind of keep in touch with what's going on. So to the point I subscribe to their network. It's not a promotional plug or anything, I'm just saying it. So one of the things I'm going to do in between reading today, if I show you on my phone, their most recent pay-per-view event, which was the horror show at WWE Extreme Rules, happened this past weekend. So what we are going to do, if I take this down here, we're going to cast it. Oh no, we're on TV, we're going to watch it, and is it going to go onto my TV? Come on. Here we go, while I'm eating my lunch. It's not even the end of day one of the Reading Rush, and my TBR has changed already. So if you saw my original TBR video, which I will link somewhere here, I had choices. I now have changed some of those choices, so let me talk to you about it. Hang on a second, I just need to turn you around. Okay, so here are some of my choices. So, currently reading Finale, loving it, got a bit further through, hope to make some more progress tonight. Then I've also got You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson, which was meant to be my purple book, gemstone book, but I don't know if you can see that, it's purple. Amethyst. King and the Dragonflies is my reader book on a continent that you don't live on. Felix Ever After by Case & Callender, also by Case & Callender, was the first book I touched on. I'm desperate to read this. You Brought Me the Ocean is the book I'm planning on reading completely outside of my house. It is a graphic novel, and that's why I've gone for that. And the what was the other challenge I keep thinking about? Oh, one of the other challenges is to read something from a genre that scares you. It doesn't necessarily scare me, but I don't read enough of it, and that's translated fiction, so we're going for Before the Coffee Gets Cold. What I am going to do, though, is switch some of this around. So originally, what was I going to read? Originally, for the challenge of read a book that starts with the, I was going to read this, The Last True Poets of the Sea by Julia Drake. I have changed my mind. So actually what we're going to read is, more than likely is The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee, which has been sat on my TBR for ages. Bit lighter, bit comedy. The only other one that I might read, but it doesn't come out till Thursday, is The Year of the Witching, which has been really on my radar as well. Also, I initially had planned to read Cursed for a movie that you've seen but you haven't read the book, but I was going to tweak it and do TV show. Since then, and because that's a hell of a chunky book, I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to read a Black Panther novel by Nick Stone. This is from the Marvel Universe. I have seen Black Panther. I bloody love Black Panther. I've also seen the Avengers movies that feature Shuri. Look at her, she's a badass. Yes, so we're going to go for Shuri instead of Cursed, and we're going to go with the Downstairs Girl instead of Last True Poets of the Sea. Well, that's the plan at the moment. We'll see what happens here. Okay. Also got Book Post. We love Book Post. 2 books that came today. This first one is Mayhem by Estelle Law. Estelle Law. I saw this on Lala's channel and it really intrigued me. Fabulous. It's got amazing praise from like the school library journal and stuff, which is very good for me because I'm a librarian. Let me tell you the blurb. Let me show you the blurb. I'll go down very slowly. Please ignore my mess of books over there. I'm going down very slowly. I'm sorry if it's wobbly. I'm trying to bounce this around. You read it? Does it sound good? So yes, that's one. Mayhem by Estelle Law. Very excited. And this other one, I blame Reading with Amy for this. She is the one that is developing me quite a TJ Klune obsession. So this is TJ Klune's newest book, and YA book, The Extraordinaries. Superhero novel. I think there's LGBTQ plus rep. It's quite a chunk. So I'm not going to look at it this week. I love this that's on the back. Can you see it? I know what my destiny is. I know what I have to become. I'm not going to like this, am I? I need to have my own origin story, Nick announced grandly. I need to be an extraordinary. Nikki, no. Nikki, yes! And so there seems to be 2 heroes here. I've got some of the TJ Klune books to read that had been on my radar, but check out Reading with Amy, and particularly her on TikTok. She is awesome. I picked this up on her recommendation as well. So yes, we love a bit of book post on the first night of the Reading Rush.
Or anybody else, and I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned every context, the type of profession there. It's continuing to read that wide range so that our knowledge is building so that we can support children. And in the process, we support our own health and well-being too, and have enjoyment. So I guess it's just win-win, which hands me nicely over to the next slide, which is Nikki talking about a book that I think is quite close to her heart too.
Thanks, Jo. Right, I'll just move on here. Before I do that, I just... Young age. If you're familiar with CBT theory, you'll recognise several elements of it within this story. And those of you, and I know from the start of discussion, some of you have looked at the chimp paradox. You know that the heart can be a place of irrationality. But if we can tame it, it can be a place of inner calm, and it can serve us well. The heart ruling the head can be a good thing if you know how to control it. And this comes first from understanding. But this book can be used to share the beautiful story, but time permitting, if you're looking at it with slightly older children, you may want to delve a little deeper and explore some of the cultural references in more detail. The story is set in Malaysia and begins with Kaya's mother in a meditative pose, as we can see here. Meditation is a common practice in Malaysia. There are many retreats. I would love to go to one of them. They look absolutely stunning. And of course, it's a brilliant country to explore a range of Asian cultures, Chinese, Indian, as well as Malay.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Reading Rush day 2. Welcome to Tuesday, the 21st of July. It is about midday. Sorry about the lighting. It's about midday. That's better. You can see me. Ignore my messy trolley. Look at the books. I've just finished a training session, which I'm a part of. I'm kind of part of it's run by a company called Just Imagine. I'm part of a summer school once a week, starting today, about developing my knowledge of children's literature, which is good for me from a work point of view, and also good for me as a reader, because man, I've got loads of recommendations to be starting with. you may have just seen some clips. I just posted some clips in here as well. We're going to get back to reading shortly. I am just waiting for a parcel to be collected by a courier. And then we're going to get back to some reading, some proper reading. I've also this morning, which I'm really excited about, and you will actually see later this week in the vlog, I've booked on to watch a digital production of Jason Robert Brown's Songs from a New World, which is on Thursday night, which is really exciting. It's a socially distanced version of Songs from a New World with 4 unbelievably talented musical theatre performers, some of my absolute faves. So that is really exciting. I've done that this morning as well. But yeah, day 2. I need to catch up because finale, I'm invested in finale, but man, it's a chunky book. So we need to be doing some reading today because I need to get me some challenges done. So, day 2, let's do this thing. Just having a break for lunch from all things reading and lifing at the moment. Listening to some anticipated releases from the very lovely Jessie May. This book really intrigues me.
This offers the dark allure of City of Bones.
Legend Born by Tracy Dion. I think it's in September.
And a lot of Southern Black Girl magic. This sounds really fun. Basically has flying demons, a teenage mage who calls himself Merlin, and then we've got the main character Bree, who's kind of wrapped up in this bigger plot. It just sounds like one of those fun, like demon fighting fantasies, and that cover is stunning.
Yes, it is,
Char. Good one, and that one comes out September 15th.
So, reading update, and a very much needed reading update because it is all kicking off in finale. So, I am determined, as much as this book is like 400 pages, I'm determined to finish this because I wanted to give it a bit more of a go this afternoon and listen to some more ebook. And then it all started kicking off, and there's like bangs and evil monsters and impossible choices and me wanting to get hold of the 2 main female characters and shake them by the damn shoulders and go, what the hell are you doing? But it's just kicked up a notch and actually added another dimension to, pardon the pun, added another dimension to the finale. So I think, according to the ebook, I'm at 52%. I'm just past halfway. I'm going to be reading this a lot more tonight. I'm just about to, it's 20 to 7 in the evening, so I need to eat my tea. After you've just seen me with lunch with Jessie. So I'm going to get some, think about some food, get more of this done. But this is getting really, really good. I didn't think, you know, I read Caraval in 2018. It was my favourite book of 2018. That's a video I never ever published because I got scared. My favourite books of 2018. There's a thing. I didn't think, you know, I thought that was a brilliant story in itself, but I love Legendary and kind of how that has absolutely spun everything on its head. And now this is like, lad, this is a whole new thing. I could see this totally being like it's all cinematic for me. I can picture this happening in my head, and that is a chef's kiss quality. So yes, it's all hitting the fan in finale, and I'm absolutely here for it. I'd just like to take a moment to say, if the 2 main female characters in this don't end up with who I want them to end up with, I'm really going to cry because it's really going to upset me because the relationships in this are so cute and so precious, and I just want to love them and protect them. And also, I think particularly in this book, Stephanie Garber's use of colour and description is phenomenal. But yes, I need these relationships to end up as they are. I'm at about 75% and I'm going to try and finish it before it goes to bed. Okay, I'm just going to go and cry over the beautifulness of these precious babies. Love you, bye.
I think we can all agree I'm the 10 amongst these threes. And ever since I was a child, it'd make the boys go wild.
What is up, my homies? Day 3 of the reading rush. Hope you are all well and good. Bit of a reading update, which I will come back to and talk to you in a bit more detail later, because my god, I need to wax lyrical. But it took me till 1 AM this morning and I finished my first book for the reading rush. I finished finale at about 1 o'clock this morning. I couldn't put it down. Stephanie Garber. Oh, I will go into a bit more why I think this got my emotion. I was a broken mess. I was sat crying in bed at 1 a.m. this morning, but I absolutely loved it. I'll go into this in a bit more, a bit later on. But I finished my first book. Get in. So happy, so happy, so happy. And it was so good. And let's just say this series means a lot to me, and I'll tell you, like I said, at another point why. I have started reading my second book, which is for the challenge of... Oh, also, I gave this 5 stars, so I've also got 2 badges already. Day 3, 2 badges. Get in! I've started reading my next book, which is for the challenge of read from a genre that you're scared of or you don't know enough of. And for me, that was translated fiction, so I have... I was reading the ebook, my copy is over there. I've started reading Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is 4 short stories, but I think it's translated, I want to say, from Japanese. But I'll talk more about that later. I'm about halfway through. I didn't know what to expect with it, but it is... Oh, we'll talk about it later. So yes, first book done, first badges earned. It's day 3. We're going to get this shiz done today. I'm also hoping... don't think it will take me that long to finish Before the Coffee Gets Cold. The sun is coming out a bit, so I might also try today for my reading a book entirely outside your house. I might not be able to physically go outside, but I could open a door to like the back garden. If the sun stays out, I might do that. Okay, progress. We'll have progress. When I have progress, I will come back to you, but progress is being made. I just have to say this. If you want something to watch at the moment that is such useless drivel, but it's so bad it's good, and it's so over the top and it's so OT. You just need something to take your mind off things and laugh at. Check out Flory's Lava on Netflix. It's essentially, they've turned the kind of the kids game Flory's Lava into a massive game show, and like, look at all the people having to jump over things in the lava. It's a bit of useless fun, but it's really been making me laugh, and I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, it's Thursday. I know, I'm a useless vlogger. I'm very, 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 very sorry. I am ready to go out. I need to go into my local town centre to do some errands. So, if all goes to plan, I'm also taking with me my book, which I'm aiming to read completely outside, which is a graphic novel. So I'm going to put this in my bag and pray that I'm going to get time to do this while I'm there, because I've also got to be back for a Zoomy, cally, web cally thing in about an hour and a half. So if I get time, this. If not, we're going to rethink this and try and get this done this afternoon. I've also had book post, and then we'll catch up because I need to talk to you about finale. I need to talk to you about Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to you about You Brought Me the Ocean. And yeah, I'm going out the house and it's going to be fun. Okay, gotta go. Bye, love you, bye. So hello everybody, how are you? I didn't get to film as much when I was out as I wanted, because I think with all the social distancing in place, everyone was just being very, very self-conscious of new things. But it was good. It was okay. I managed to go to a coffee shop and sit in a coffee shop and eat something for the first time since February, and it was lovely. First world problems. So I didn't quite get to finish my reading outside of my house, but I think I've got another way around that, so I'll come back to that. I just wanted to jump on books that I've read so far this week and haven't really had a chance to talk about. I spoke to you all, sorry about the angle, that I finished Finale, and this was the 3rd book in the Caraval series. This series, these 3 books, and particularly Caraval, will always have one of the most special places in my entire heart, because a few years ago, when I started picking up reading to the volume that I do now, so when I was still teaching and before kind of my life went to shit, there were 2 books that brought me back to the magic of reading and reading current YA fiction. Those 2 books were Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and I got to meet Becky Albertelli this year and tell her that and thank her for that, and the other one was Caraval, and I've never met Stephanie Garber to be able to tell it to her, and I think particularly that's why, you know, the whole Simon verse and these characters mean so much to me. So I think the fact that, you know, I got to the end of their story and I was invested. I was literally sobbing, I was screaming, I was crying, I was happy, I was like, ooh lord, at stupid o'clock in the morning finishing this. And I think that's why these characters in particular mean so much to me, because they were the start of what has become everything for me. And that's why this will always be one of my all-time favourite series. If you've never read it, please go and read it. Caraval, Legendary Finale. The other book I finished, which I haven't had a chance to talk to you about yet, good God, look at my hair, I am sorry, is this beautiful little book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's translated fiction. I think it's translated from Japanese by excuse me if I murder this name, Toshikazu Kawaguchi. And I had no idea going into this. I bought it because loads of people had talked about it, so I jumped on that hype train. And I didn't know what to expect when I picked it up because I wanted to read more translated fiction. This was going to be the start of that. And it was so beautiful. I literally cried over this because it was just so, it was so simple. Let me read you the blurb from inside the book front cover, and you might get a bit more of a gist of the story because I don't think I can explain it very well. In a small back alley in Tokyo, there is a cafe which has been serving carefully brewed coffee for more than 100 years. But this coffee shop offers its customers a unique experience, the chance to travel back in time. In Before the Coffee Gets Cold, we meet 4 visitors, each of whom is hoping to make use of the cafe's time-travelling offer in order to confront the lover who left them, receive a letter from their husband whose memory has begun to fade, see their sister one last time, and meet the daughter they never got the chance to know. But the journey into the past does not come without risks. Customers must sit in a particular seat, they cannot leave the cafe, and finally they must return to the present before the coffee gets cold. Toshikazu Kawaguchi's beautiful moving story explores the age-old question, what would you change if you could travel back in time? More importantly, who would you want to meet maybe for one last time? Oh, it got me emotional, BookTube. So clever and so simple. It was just a little slice of magic, and if you want, just pick this up. It's lovely. It's like a really just sweet magic. Oh, gasp of a book. And I've just actually discovered there's going to be not necessarily a sequel, a companion. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I think it's called Tales from the Coffee Shop, but it's 4 new stories, so I don't know if it'll be the same characters or brand new ones, and I'm just like, oh, and it's like so good, and I get so emotional about it. You know, I get all in my feelings. While I've got you, the book that I'm trying to read outside of my house, but I've got to rethink it because I didn't really want to get time to do it earlier, is this. You brought me the Ocean by Alex Sanchez and Judy Moreau. It is apparently from the DC universe, so I don't know how it fits in there yet, but I've got to have a bit of a rethink on reading that outside. While I was out today, I also went to my local bookshop to buy myself some books because I deserve it. Picked up 2 really random picks. I picked up, for the sci-fi fans, I picked up Dune. June, how would you say that word? Dune? Frank Herbert, classic sci-fi. I kind of read the back, it sounded interesting. I was like, do you know what, we'll give it a go. I'm up for escaping this world right now. And this one, Ben Aronovich, The Rivers of London, which I think is a series. Essentially, the blurb inside is, what happened if when Harry Potter grew up, he joined the police force? I'm here for it, but the blurb just really intrigued me, and I just can't wait. You know, not that I've cleared out loads of books and that I don't need any more to read. You can never have too many books. That's what the lady in the bookshop said to me as she was taking all my money. So yes, I need to make some dinner because I've got the streaming of Songs for a New World tonight in like about 35 minutes, and I've got to go and get it set up on my TV. So I'll see you in a minute. Bye. So, getting ready to watch Songs from a New World on my iPad, it seems. I love that they have this little countdown clock. This has been going on since 10 minutes to go. It looks like a proper theatre. Oh, I miss theatre. Put on by Lambert Jackson Productions. We've got Rachel Tucker, Ramin Karimloo, Cedric Neal and Rachel John. This is just going to be an absolute vocal masterclass because all 4 of them vocally are amazing. If I'm honest, I'm here for Cedric and Rachel John because they could sing the phone book and I'd love it. It's the first night tonight, so I'm really interested to see how it goes. I did see a production of this quite a few years ago at a small theatre in London called the Other Palace, and loved it. That was featuring, who was in that? Cynthia Erivo and Dean John Wilson. But I'm really interested to see it again. This is some of my first proper theatre in quite a while. So, we're going to count down. Can you literally hear? There's people talking. Can you hear it? Oh my god, that's so cute. Here we go then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you on the other side, folks. good. Oh. Oh. Wow. That's the power of live theatre. Governments around the world. Boris Johnson. Donald Trump. Fuck your money. This is what theatre does. Just, oh. It was so good. Oh my God. I'm gonna calm down, I'll be back. Oh, what a wonderful day. Sat out here in the garden. So, looks like I might finally be able to sort this challenge out. You brought me the ocean, sat out in a garden. Let's go. I finished my third book, yay! You Brought Me the Ocean is a little graphic novel. I did, as you saw earlier, I did read this outside because the weather's been miserable, so I was outside. You get it. This is a graphic novel from the DC universe, setting up the kind of origin story of Jake Hyde, who is the son of Black Manta, who I think is part of the Aquaman kind of part of the world, and kind of his really cute love story with this guy Kenny, and kind of family, truth, honesty, really, really gorgeous pictures, really kind of gorgeous images, particularly kind of later on. See if I can find you a random page. All kinds of stuff kind of going on. Loved it. Gorgeous artwork. Very, very pretty. That is day 5, 3 books done, and now I'm going to try and start book 4. All while listening to the new Taylor Swift album, don't you know? It's very good. If you've watched any of my vlogs before, you'll know that it's Saturday, and that means one thing: time for some RuPaul's Drag Race! Finale of All Stars 5. I'm very much Team Jujubee. I don't think she's going to... My heart wants Jujubee to win. My head reckons Shay's going to win, but let's see what happens. Hello, happy Sunday, happy last day of Reading Rush. I'm sorry I've been a bit useless vlogging the past couple of days. Today is the last day of the Reading Rush. I have updates reading wise for you. I've had some book posts, it's all good, and I'm going to do some tidying, but I just needed to share this with you. I've literally just come downstairs and I've opened the blinds in my living room, and bear in mind I don't have any pets, okay, but I've opened the blinds and I'm going to spin you around and I'll show you what I can see. Sat in my jungle of a garden. Can you see? Oh, he must have known he was being watched. How random is that? I see this cat a lot. It comes in our garden and it sits there, or sits on the water feature over the back just watching the day away, and it just lives. Never interacts with me or anything. If it sees me, it runs off. But yeah, happy Sunday. So yes, random cat in the garden. Sorry I've been a bit useless the past couple of days. We're going to try and finish the Reading Rush with a bang. You would have seen the small clips I've done the past couple of days. I've now finished 3 books. I finished... God, finale seems so long ago. Finale, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and You Brought Me the Ocean. I have now started, I'll show you the dust jacket because I've taken it off. I am 38% into Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar. Really interesting so far. I think anything that, any young adult fiction that can educate people is so, so important, especially in today. So there's the particular element, like I said, I'm only 38% through, but the particular element so far is this discussion of gender identity, and the, you know, kind of people who are trans dealing with transphobia, and I'm learning a lot, which I like. I also like Felix as a character. I want to kind of get their shoulders and shake them, make sure I'm using the right pronouns, get their shoulders and just shake them at some point. Ezra's a really interesting character, and so is, who's the guy who's an absolute arse to them? Declan. I think there's more there with Declan. So what I'm going to do, I am going to have some lunch, because I need to have some lunch. While I'm having some lunch, we are going to watch can you say? I've been starting to watch Lala's Reading Rush vlog, so we're going to watch a vlog, Lala vlog, we're going to eat, and then this afternoon I want to have a bit of a tidy. I don't know why I'm feeling in a tidying mood. So I'm going to eat, I'm going to watch some blah blah. I'm going to possibly do a bit of reading before I tidy, or tidy and then do reading. I should get Felix finished today. She says. Felix, and then what I might do while I'm tidying, I might start, I've got the audiobook for You Should See Me in the Crown, which originally was going to be my birthstone cover, but actually I could use it for my Set in a Different Continent Where You Live cover. That could be a plan. Okay, I will actually keep you updated today.
The family dynamics I appreciate so much. I think I was really itching for more out of the friendships. I think that was the main thing missing for me.
Okay, Lala's making me really want to, like, read this book, Burn Our Bodies Down by Roy Power.
I felt an attachment to Margot, but then I didn't get to truly feel joy for her, I guess. I almost wish that...
So, 3.5 hours later, I've done the tidying I wanted to do today, which is that chest of drawers over there. There's 3 very full drawers there, and behind you there's chest of drawers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chest of drawers. They're all now sorted out in my quest to adult and make this house. Well, it is my home. I've lived here for 20-something years, but now it's actually my house that I own, so I want to put my own stamp on things. Do you get me? But yes, so you can probably hear the music. Old school, and my fan's on, so I'm gonna freshen up and then I'm gonna get down to some reading. Felix Ever After, here we come. Reading update, because I'm actually going to do one of those today. I'm on to page 188, so I have read that much of Felix Ever After. Still really enjoying it. What I'm loving most at the moment, particularly where we are at in the story, is I'm learning so much from this, but if this came into the hands of a young person who I worked with, or any young person anywhere in the world who is having the same questions and the same troubles that Felix is having, the informative nature of this, the educational nature of this is huge. I'm learning so much, and I can say that people who didn't know anything about kind of the lives that, or issues that trans people face, would learn so much. It makes me, again, I'm thinking back to She Who Shall Not Be Named, the dark lady who wrote a series about a boy wizard who actually turns out all these years later, after making all these millions of children happy, is very, very transphobic. It makes me want to kind of smack this around her head and go, do you know what you are saying to these people? Anyway, I'm loving it, and it's own voices, so you know it's real. Bit of a pause from reading. I got pizza, can you see? I'm trying Domino's pizza. Yeah, boy. So I got pizza, so I'm going to eat pizza, and I'm going to read some more, so I'll see you in a bit. Oh, I just finished this. Oh my god, it's fantastic. 5 stars. Oh. This book is going to change people's lives. People ask me why reading is power. I will tell you right now, this book is going to change people's lives. And I'm so thrilled I've got it read. 10:10 last night at the reading rush, and I got it done. And I'm so happy about that. I'm heading off to bed. I'll check in with you tomorrow for a final wrap up. Hello everyone, welcome to the end of the vlog. It's been a bit of an up and down week, don't you reckon? But I always love the reading rush. Isn't this my second time doing it? I think it's my second time doing it. I want it officially. It's my second time doing it. Hang on, you're very zoomed in. Oh no, you don't want to come that close to my face. There you go. And I really love doing it. All the love to the girls who run it, whose names have escaped me, I'm so sorry, but not too bad. I've got 4 books done this week. I ended up reading Finale by Stephanie Garber, which I gave 5 stars. I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which at the moment is sitting at 4 stars. That was my translated fiction. Oh, and Finale was my birthstone, Amethyst Purple. Finale's got a purple cover. I also read You Brought Me the Ocean, which I managed to read outside via an ASMR room because it was chucking it down. And as you saw very late last night, I finished the amazing Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar, which I think I said it last night. I learned so much from that book. I learnt so much from that book. I'm 35, I'm a white cisgendered woman. I learnt so much from that book, and I just know the way kind of it does talk about the issues faced by trans folk, but also the kind of the ways round it. And it is Felix is a messy character, Ezra's a messy character. They're all messy characters, but that's life. No one is perfect. And I just know that book in the hands of the right young people is going to change people's lives. And 5 stars doesn't seem to be enough for that, but I loved it. Please go and read Felix Ever After. I am starting next. One of my books for the reading rush was meant to be You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. Obviously, it's the end of the reading rush, so I haven't had time to get to that. That is going to be my next read because, along with Felix Ever After, they're 2 that I've heard amazing things about. Just before we go, I had some interesting book posts this morning. My July OwlCrate box, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a quick unboxing before we go because, you know, that late week content was not very lot. I know it's sci-fi. I think I know the book because I've already got the book because it was out at the UK. I think it was the end of June, but this edition is apparently stunning. It's something about planets or sci-fi or something, and I know there's meant to be the next Kara Kozik mug, isn't there? So let's have a look. Woo! All of the stuff. Let me find the spoiler card so I can show you. Oh my god, look at that. And that's stunning. Date with Destiny. I love this. Just like, oh, knowing what the book is. I don't know what the book's about, but knowing what the name of the book is, that kind of is a clue. If you know what the book is. Which you might do, you might not know. So Date with Destiny is the July thing. I'm sorry, the sun seems to have just absolutely gone in behind a cloud. Let's start with the thing that we knew. And it has to survive the journey, yes. Which is the new next mug in the Kara Kozik series. This one is called The Boy Who Lived. OwlCrate have said this is the last Harry Potter item they're going to be sending this year, basing their reactions to J.K. Rowling's recent extremely transphobic comments. And they're going to review it going forward. I have to say though, I love Kara Kozik's work, so I'm really pleased they've included this, and it's... Oh, I want to say this is book 6. I want to say this is Half-Blood Prince. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this. So we've got Hogwarts. We've got Harry trying to learn spells and charms. And then we've got Harry and Dumbledore. Then we've got the Dark Mark and Fawkes. So this is what makes me think it's book 6. Because Dumbledore just disappears, doesn't he? Is it book 6 he disappears? I don't, God, that's how long it's been since I've watched it. But I love these. I have the whole set, which I really love. And then just on the bottom you get an OwlCrate exclusive mug. I love these. I'm hopefully in the next couple of weeks going to be getting my bookcases sorted, she says. And I know that all of those will be going on. What are my views on She Who Shall Not Be Named Anymore? Creating one of the most magical universes ever in the history of fiction. Basically an actual transphobe. It's not on. I suppose it's this whole element of, can you distance the author from her work? And that is what I am trying to do, but know that in anything I do online, in social media, here on YouTube, through my work channels, because I've now got the kind of librarian Olivia social media channels, this will always be a safe space for trans people, for trans people who are in that area. I am looking, as well as kind of educating myself more about kind of things that relate to Black Lives Matter movement. I'm also trying to educate myself on kind of different queer identities and the different kind of elements of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, because I don't know enough and I feel I want to educate myself so I can not only have the confidence in myself to do that, but also for the confidence to discuss that with the young people I work with. So know that this is a safe space for trans people. Like I said, am I trying to distance myself from her? Yeah. Am I going to distance myself from a series that has my heart? I'm working on it. So, next item, I transgress. What is this? Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. Are these paper clips? Cool! Little arrow paper clips. I don't know if you can see, if I strand that, you might see. Hope is... and then fear. Love me a bit stationery. Love me. Can I get this open? Oh, I can. Let's have a look. I don't know what this is from. I'm going to try and hold this so you can see. Can you see? They're very, very cute. We'll have a look what they are from. Obviously, we knew what the first item was from. Where did I put the spoiler card? Oh, Hunger Games. Should have known that one, shouldn't I? Considering I've recently rewatched all of the films. Right, I'm gonna dig because there's some stuff in here. I know what that is. Because I'm in it. I'm trying to dig. As much as I love all the squigglies, it's like there's so many squigglies. Woo! Bookmark, paper, tea. Okay, let's go for some of the smaller items before I show you some of the bigger items. We have got a Riddles Tea Shop, OwlCrate exclusive tea blend, Simon's Sour Cherry Scone. So that's Simon Snow from Carry On. Love that. Is that Simon from Carry On or is that Simon from Simon Versus? Simon from Carry On. I was right. Loving that. I did just get a tea strainer in another box in their latching box. So I'll try those out. We've also got a beautiful, I think this is a woodmark. Is this a woodmark? Yes, wooden bookmark. If you don't know who this is, I don't much know the series, but I know who these people are. So we've got that on one side. We've got that on the other side. I still need to watch them. I've watched the original 3, and I think I've watched 2 of the first prequel, but I haven't watched like the 3 recent ones with these 2 characters since it's from Star Wars, if you didn't know. But I need to watch them at some point because I need to watch The Mandalorian because Baby Yoda is gold. Let's have a look at the pin. This month designed in collaboration with Jubilee Oomph. That's a new one, I haven't heard of them before. And it's like a diamond star type thing that's very shiny and it says decide your fate. Can you see? It's very pink and purple. I do like it. I've been updating my pin banner, so that will be going straight on to join my pins. I think other than this big item that I pulled out earlier, we are now down to the book. I think I know what this is. And let me show you what it is first and I'll tell you the story I was going to tell you. This is... There's a label here. Fate is a very weighty word to throw around before breakfast. Designed with love by Paperback Bones. A Foxway diner apron. I knew it was an apron. Let me just move the box out of the way because I've got so much stuff around me. Oh my god, things are falling all over the floor. Oh no. Show you this. I love this. Look. So you've got 300 Foxway Diner. I think this is this Raven Boys? Oh yeah, the ley lines. This has got to be Raven Boys. It's an apron. The reason I was going to say something about it is because I've got a really big desire to bake at the moment. So I actually might be able to use my apron, which is very, very, very exciting. And also, look at this bag that it's come in. Stars and the moon. Right, I'm going to dig. I'm digging. There's a lot of squigglies in it this month, so I'm trying to dig and not destroy everything. So we've got the magazine for the month, and yes, it was right. The book for this month is Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. I believe this is, I want to say, a fantasy debut. Can we have a moment? You know I love a sprayed edge. Is it a sprayed edge or is it a gilded edge? There's all different types of edges now. I don't like to get confused. Okay. Uniquely coloured cover, a surprise foil design on the naked hardcover, we'll go there in a minute, gold foil, gilded edges and an author letter, all of which are exclusive to the box. Andra wakes up from a cryogenic sleep 1,000 years later than she was supposed to, forcing her to team up with an exiled prince to navigate an unfamiliar planet in this month's book, Goddess in the Machine. It's so beautiful. I'll show, they'll probably have the comparison. Let's have a look at the photo. Ooh. So we've got, it's purple. Love that. So it's purple there. Nice. I'm assuming some kind of firecracker or star or something based on the pin. But I love that. That's like sunshine in a book, isn't it? I pre-ordered this. It came out, it's somewhere on my pile over there. It came out towards the end of June. But I'm going to keep this version because this version is really pretty. And I'll send the other version to my library. Does the magazine have the contrast? Yes, it does. So, that is the version I've just shown you. See what I mean about the sun? And then the other version's a bit more red. But both stunning books. And in our kind of OwlCrate magazine for the month, you get an interview even with Laura Beth Johnson. There's the interview with Riddle's Tea Shop, who they use a lot. There's some recommendations. There's photo challenge, a bookish playlist. This month's bookish playlist is inspired by the Raven Cycle. It's called Excelsior. Ooh. Some other titles OwlCrate are excited about this month. If I show you them here, I have to say this one intrigues me, Ghostwood Song, but I've got Splinters of Scarlet already. Cinderella is Dead is out in the UK start of August. Evercast, I've seen it somewhere around the place, I have to look it up. Burn Our Bodies Down is for the new one from Rory Power, who was the author of Wilder Girls, who, if you've watched earlier in this vlog, Books and Lala is obsessed with. Yes, so there we go, a bit of an unboxing for you. That's definitely going to be on my reading list for, I was going to say my reading list for July, but it's August in a few days. What? It's August in a few days. I go back to work in August. Better get reading and make up the most that I can. I hope you enjoyed my little unboxing. I buy, full transparency, I buy OwlCrate myself. There's no kind of need to share them with you, but I like to share the kind of goodies they come up with because I think they're a really unique box. And it just so happened to arrive with the postman just before I was due to finish my reading rush vlog. Thank you for spending this week with me. However chaotic it's been, I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. We will catch up again soon with a full roundup of all the books I've been reading or have read since I've had my bit of a YouTube break. So that will talk to you soon. But until then, BookTube, YouTube and the world, stay well, stay safe, keep smiling. And I'll see you awesome, amazing folk on the next one. Bye!